Hello everybody, it's Tom Seidner, the Lonely Gamer, and I have been playing a lot of Shatterpoint, and I've run into an issue with Shatterpoint, and I've also watched some videos of other people in their battle reports that have run into the same issue, and I've come up with something to help with that issue. So the issue is that when you're playing, a lot of times you might forget that a unit that is contesting an objective is wounded, because units get wounded and then when their turn comes around they become unwounded and they can contest objectives again. But let's say, just for example, one of these 501st was contesting this objective right here. This objective might be controlled by the light side, and let's say that somebody like Darth Maul comes in and he just moves there. Well, if he just moves there, then this objective will not change. He can attack them, and if he attacks them and takes them out, wounds them, then the objective will change. But until that happens, unless there's more characters at a location than were originally there by the other side, so if there are more dark side characters there than the light side, then this would change. Otherwise, if it's an equal amount, then it stays in possession of the unit that was controlling it. But let's say before Maul jumped up there, the 501st, and there's a 501st somewhere else on the board, let's say that the 501st became wounded. Maul jumps up there. All he can do with his activations, he's only got enough activations to get there, and now we assume that Maul does not get to take control of this objective. But that is not the case, because the 501st is wounded, and we forgot about that. So what I did is I designed these little wound rings. Here's one right here. They're just a little yellow wound ring with a wound marker on here. I'll put some better pictures on the screen so you can see them. And so what you can do is, whenever your units become wounded, you can set your unit in one of these wound rings so they stay at the same location on the battle map, but they're wounded, and so you know that. So now, if Darth Maul would happen to use up all his actions just to jump up here, doesn't have any actions to attack, he knows that, oh, I can take control of this objective, because that unit is not contesting it because he is wounded. I made them for the 40mm bases that are most of the units, and then I also made some 50mm ones for the largers, like the battle droids and Grievous and stuff like that. And if they ever come out with any other sizes, I can easily make more sizes to go along with it. You can download the STLs for these. They come, all of them come in a set. So as there are new base sizes, I'll just add these to those. But if you go to colts3d.com and you go to my STL area, my design area, you can download these. They're $1.25, and if I ever come out with some other base sizes, if you pay the $1.25, you'll be able to re-download when I add new base sizes in it, if that's ever needed. And you can print these out on a 3D printer. If you have access to a 3D printer, just go to colts3d.com, search for Star Wars Shatterpoint. These are one of the things that will come up, and you can purchase the STL for these for $1.25. If you don't have access to a 3D printer, you can purchase the STL, and then you can send it off to a company who will print them for you and charge you something for printing them, and then send them back to you. So you could print up, I printed off 8 of these, and I've printed off 5 of the big bases, and that seems to be enough for now. But if I ever need more, I can always print more. I printed these in yellow. You can print them in any color that you want. Whatever shows up on your playmat the best, red, yellow, whatever you have. I just thought yellow showed up better than anything on the playmat, and I have a lot of yellow filament for my 3D printer. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy these. I hope these are something that's going to be beneficial to you. Like I said, go over to colts3d.com and grab the STL if you've got a 3D printer. I'll put the link in the video information below so you guys can click it and go there, and you can look at all the things that I have to offer on Colts 3D. I have a lot of other things for different games, some other things for Shatterpoint. If you ever think of anything that you think would be a benefit to have for the game that I could design, I can use my CAD program to design it, and make some prototypes and test them and get them out on Colts 3D if needed. I hope this was helpful to all you guys, and I hope this is beneficial. I hope that this is something that you could download, print, and use. And if you guys have any questions, put them in the comments below. Like and subscribe, because I'm going to be putting more things out on Colts 3D that you might be able to use in different games, Shatterpoint and other games. And so until I see you guys again, happy gaming.